going on, good people? It's Nguvu from my Run and Gun Firearms training, and tonight I'm finishing my dry fire practice. I did some movement stuff earlier, so I'm just finishing with 6 reload 6. So at the buzzer, I'm gonna draw from concealment, engage the first target with 2 rounds, transition, next target with 2, transition, next target with 2, reload, and then go back the other way, 2, 2, 2, and reset the drill. So this is one of my favorite drills just because it has a little bit of everything. There's a draw, there's some transitions, which I definitely need to work on, and then there's also a reload in there too. So all those things are good to work on, and since I've already done my more focused dry fire, I'm just gonna finish with something that puts everything together. The only thing I'm not doing is moving. So I'm giving myself maybe 5 seconds or so to complete it. 5.7, so that's pretty slow. I normally would do it in 4 and change from my competition rig, but because I have to clear the cover garment twice, it's a little slower. So we'll see what we got. Just barely made that one. So we went left to right, so we'll go right to left this time. Didn't quite make that one. I got caught up on my draw. My thumb got caught in my cover garment. That slowed me down a little bit, so we'll try that again, going the same way. There we go. And then we're just alternating that from different starting positions. USPSA, the most common starting position is just wrist below belt. I have really long arms, so I used to keep my arms a little bent, and I'm still below the belt. ROs will normally allow you to have your hand in the front. I don't know why that is, but they don't say anything. There's normally to be hands at sides or something like that, and if you're standing this way, they don't say anything. So always about gaming, trying to get that advantage, or it's wrist above shoulders, in which I'll be here, which is what I'm gonna do next. Same thing, you're trying to game it. If the RO says your hand is too low, just move it up a little bit until they say it's okay. See, I got caught. That's one of the things, because I flagged my thumb in order to get my support grip. So sometimes if I don't really aggressively clear the cover garment, it falls down too soon and gets caught on my strong side thumb. So I just need to bring the cover garment a little higher. That time I missed my clearance altogether. That's what happens when you're pushing for speed. You start making mistakes. So that is why we practice. Got caught again, but I was able to push through that time. So we'll go the opposite direction, right to left. See my dot moving a little bit when I was pressing the trigger, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm gripping the gun a little more aggressively this time. So we'll do that again. Squeeze down on the gun a little more. There we go. That's one thing about the dot. It's going to give you a lot more feedback than irons. Or maybe I should say it's the same amount of feedback, but it's easier for the human eye to see it. Because your gun is moving the same, but it's a lot easier to see your dot dipping or even moving left, right, or up, or whatever it's going to do with a dot on your gun than it is with irons. So we'll go back to hands at sides. I feel like I'm scratching myself every time I draw. I have my belt too tight. Loosen up one click. All right, we'll go the other way, right to left. Wasn't as clean as I would like, so let's do that again. And back to wrist above shoulders for the last time. I don't know if you can tell, but wrist above shoulders is much more comfortable for me to draw from. I think I just have more reps starting here than I do here. So I'm actually faster from this position. One reason too is that my hand is, I clear my cover garment right about here. You can see where my shirt is wrinkled. So just moving here is a lot faster than coming down and having to come all the way up. So just that short motion there. So it allows me to get to my gun a little bit sooner. So now we need to go the other way, I think, right? All right, well, that's what I'm doing this evening again and again. It's working on those transitions and trying to be mindful, for me anyway, that I'm really gripping the shit out of the gun. Sometimes I have a tendency to loosen my grip a little bit, especially during longer strings of fire. So I need to make sure I'm really smashing the gun where I need to be and applying the leverage on the points of the gun that it needs it. Smash my finger right there. All right, so you have any questions, let me know. Y'all be safe. See, I'm sweating.
Give me the 14 when it's 14, me kill 14, what you know about? AR-15, the class 16, making us the start steam, what you know about? BM-16, yeah, you're 16, the clip 16, what you know about? The AK-47, the 8-9 and the Mark 11, what you